Recording in progress.
Recording in progress.
Recording in progress.
Yeah, Hannah does the best.
Thank you.
They really have
Okay.
that monotone down to a T.
This is true.
It's because I'm dead inside.
No, that's because you work in that's because you work in customer-facing jobs.
Yeah.
Dead inside.
I have mastered. You want to see? You want to see? Okay, so this is like my genuine smile, all right? Like I'm really happy. This is my performer smile.
Mm-hmm.
There really
it
is
doesn't
no
reach
difference.
your eyes. It doesn't reach your eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have been able to plaster this smile on my face for 30 minutes straight, like without stopping.
I had a manager who had mastered the ability back when we were wearing masks, where like his eyes would look like he was smiling, but then he'd take down his mask and he's just like,
Yes.
He had just the right creases in his eyes, but he was like, what the fuck the whole time. We're like, what is this?
Yeah, you just gotta raise your cheeks right here.
It was so creepy. I love it.
Yeah.
So, last we left off, you were able to enter the Chalet Brantifax, the home of a old childhood friend of Mimi from growing up all those years ago, and have found it in ruins. Everything is covered in cobwebs, glass broken, windows boarded up. Random noises in different rooms as you traveled through the house. You announced yourself as you arrived in hopes of some sort of communication, in hopes that maybe the Scarlet Sash would be there, as you did follow old and new footprints towards the chalet. You learned information about the family that at one point did live in this house. And you made your way up to one of the attic rooms, where you found two ravens watching you curiously and a little defensively as you started to search. After some brief communication with Ling and Mimi towards these ravens, one of them flew down and transformed into an older gentleman, very thinning white hair, lazy eye, timid demeanor, wearing red robes with a nice scarlet sash around his waist. And you convinced him you just wanted to talk. To which he said that you would need to speak to someone by the name of Madrina. And that is where we left off.
Also carried Bringy princess style.
Mm-hmm.
What did happen?
So that's the fucking
5 to 10.
context.
Yes. So Renji, for context, there was a one area that you went where it looked like there were stairs to an upstairs landing, but the stairs had basically been destroyed. Lang was able to help you hoist yourself up where you found a chest, and then you jumped down for Mimi to catch you like a princess, and then stayed in her arms like that for like 5 minutes. Because you said you would just go with it.
Yeah, no, what?
Uh-huh. This is why I asked you what Renji would do.
Look, in all fairness, when you messaged me like that in the middle of the night going, what would you do? I'd be like, especially because you didn't give context to the vampire in question.
Well,
True.
if you said vampiress, that would have been more.
If you said vampiress, I was like, wait a minute. Are we talking about Mimi here?
We were talking about Mimi. But yeah, we brought y'all along and had y'all do stuff so that at least your characters could progress and be involved.
And
but we
also
try
so
not
they
to
could have
do.
advantage because their rules were shit.
Maybe.
Oh god, yes.
Hey, well, that was your suggestion.
I'm
True.
sorry, but there's only so many 5s in a row I can take.
Yeah.
Or ones.
But
I think we
but
spent like a good 10 minutes with nothing over the number 6.
also we had deep discussions about the Bagman.
Mhm.
And
And
we're
how to
going
make him friend.
and how
No.
to befriend the Bagman.
This is
And
what
I
had
did
to
an
deal with.
impression of you guys. I did an impression of all of you guys. Hang on. Okay, so Mimi and Ling were talking about the Bagman, and we were like, "Oh my god, okay, so this is the plan. We're gonna like get a bag of holding, and then we're gonna summon the Bagman." And Kindle was probably going like, "What? Why would you do that? You're putting yourself in a very difficult position." And I feel like, no, why would you do that? And criticize it the entire time. Renji would be over here like, I, I don't, mm, I don't think you should do that. And then give up halfway through the conversation. And Jinx is the one who told the story of the Bagman, and he's quiet most of the time. However, whenever there's a lull in the conversation, he says something that eggs on Mimi and Ling befriending the Bagman, and everyone just gets riled up again.
Mm-hmm.
I hated so much how accurate you are with Randy.
I'm an actor. What can I say?
No, you're a method actor, which is worse. But no, Reggie knows full well that Mimi is a force of nature that cannot be stopped if they really tried. And with Ling being the enabler that they are, it's even worse. So there would be some protest. They'll be like, all right, can I at least, like, ready up? Can I just get myself ready first, please?
If you're going to do this, can you at least like give me a warning so I can prepare myself, please?
Pretty much.
Yeah. And Kendall's just like, no,
Oh!
you do that. It's stupid.
Oh.
Make us to your leader.
No!
The individual who introduced himself as Taspar is standing in the middle of that room where the other individual, who was identified as Rennick, still remains in raven form up in the rafters. And Taspar is still very shy, not good at eye contact, and is just kind of waiting for your response.
Take me to your leader.
Okay, well, wait. I still found this key. Can I see if this key fits into that chest?
Or rather, you didn't.
Do you know what's in the chest, or are you just generally protecting property?
Yes, I know what's in the chest.
Is there a bad thing in the chest?
No,
No.
it's our stuff.
Oh, it's your stuff?
Maybe it would be
Insight check.
sign of goodwill to give them back their key. Then
Oh, I'm just making sure I heard that right.
Okay. Hold, please. 22.
It's their fucking stuff. Like, that's you guys came into the house that they've been squatting at. They had to put their shit somewhere.
I didn't know, man.
no, you
It's an
didn't.
abandoned house.
But now we do.
Now we do.
Renji will, like, kind of lean over to Mimi. To be fair, they kind of break in and where they're squatting, as it were. So maybe it's best to ask. Well, maybe it's best to ask what we're allowed to do, as we are technically trespassing.
So are they. Oh my god. And she gives back the key. She's like, I just wanted to make sure that like I heard that it was their stuff. Like I'm not gonna open it if it's their stuff. Like that's their stuff.
Just
But like I think I found this in like a coat pocket.
At the
Which
front
like
door.
yeah, which like why would you put that there?
just gonna and like starts to like weave through your group to go back down the stairs. That's where it's just like
Follow.
and you do see that the raven that was in the rafters flies out one of the broken windows.
Okay then.
Hey, they got to give Madrina a heads up.
I guess. Whoever that is.
I don't know where she is. Kinda got us. We heard you yelling, and we wanted you to leave. We split up. We'll find her. And keeps going down the stairs.
Okay. I keep going.
Let's see. It doesn't take very long before after a moment you see a couple other figures appear. You guys actually down in I've got to zoom out. You find yourself in if you go onto the map what looks to be a large sitting room. I'm going to pull up the description in just a second. I just want to make sure I get all your characters in the right spot first.
I can't pull it up on my computer because my computer will run too hard.
That's okay.
Fucking computer! This is why I want a PC.
This is what you get for having a Mac. Oh, we're back in the room where I found that giant raven feather.
Yes, you are back in the room with the couches that are covered in sheets, stuff like that. And you find a couple other individuals have gathered. First, you see a very tall human woman, black hair that's kind of a little bit in front of her face, dark robes that have a red lining on them. They all have different shades of red. It's not so much like a cultish uniform where they're all wearing the exact same thing. It's just the signature thing is they all have a red binded sash around their waists, a scarlet sash.
Oh my god, they actually wear scarlet sashes.
You also see a very rail thin, gaunt, almost morose looking gentleman, probably in his 40s, standing next to a short, stockier looking human woman with a similar outfits, but like a little, every now and then you hear like a little jingling of glass bottles in a pouch on her waist.
That makes sense.
Little streaks of white in her otherwise brown hair. And she's the one who steps forward and goes, "So, I hear you were looking for us specifically. Why?"
Ling will step forward, give a courteous bow. We have been searching for the Scarlet Sash in hopes that you might have something to help a friend. They've been kind of looks over at Renji in that, how much do I say? Like, how much personal information do I say?
Do you want me to take over from here, Ling?
Yeah. Ling will gesture over to Renji. Perhaps they can explain it better. They are the one afflicted.
He just holds up his hands. A blade I will.
Just looked at it and went, well, like that's okay.
I was going to ask, wait,
what a predinky dink.
Yeah. I was actually going to ask, is that a look of familiarity in the person? Like they've seen this before?
Make an insight check.
Please roll better than that. Right, I'm gonna like balance you straight.
That would help.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well,
she's hard to read.
Yeah.
Her.
Okay. Cool. The blade I carries a sentient cursed being. And each time I use it, furthers the corruption and the encroach in my mind.
Sorry. Shitty neighbors.
That's creepy.
That was just really good timed with the music.
Hell yes.
Oh, it was the music? Because right
Yeah.
when that happened, someone just drove by and they obviously don't have anything on muffler.
No, it was just really. That was good timing.
Yeah. We have been told by a ancient dragon that you might have something that could help.
Do you intend to separate with this blade? Are you trying to find it somewhere to be hidden?
I don't think we're quite at the point of separation because that might be hard, but we were told of a shackle, a little accessory.
Make a persuasion check.
Can it be with advantage since I have been helping?
You've been helping, but they still don't trust you guys yet, so it would be a disadvantage. So it's a straight roll.
Okay.
Well, I got a +5 persuasion. Please be nice. I got
come
nice
on.
boobies. No! The 7.
Oh.
Hold on. Oh no, I thought I had it. Fuck.
There's something I can do. Is there something that I have?
I don't know.
Hold on.
We at the Scarlet Sash our intention is to remove as much evil as we can and dangerous items that can be used for evil from the general populace. Is that not why you're here?
Separation. While I agree that I wish to rid this evil, not right now. There are questions still to be answered for it to be understood fully, so that not only can we be rid of it, but rid of it permanently without any chance of reappearance.
After all, if we were to get this shackle, there's a high chance that it would reduce the chance of the corruption happening while we find a safe way to separate the two. Because after all, if we were going to just separate immediately, who knows? It could kill Renji.
It nearly has.
Yeah. Or be unleashed upon other people, which is going to be even worse.
So the reason, or at least from what I've hearing and my perception of it, is if we had this shackle, it would be a safer way to ensure that Renji is safe for the time being until we find a way to separate the two without causing horrendous internal damage.
And external damage.
And external.
If this thing is so dangerous, why do you believe it would allow itself to be shackled? If that was something in our ability.
Allow might be a strong word, but we were not exactly hoping for its compliance. Or rather, depending on it, not depending on it.
Yeah. This is a creature that doesn't ask for consent, so the respect is a little low right now.
She looks over her shoulder to the one who's standing next to her, who then goes over and starts removing some of the covers from the couches, and she offers a seat.
I will respectfully take a seat.
Mimi's standing, but she's going to move towards the couch.
Are you going to be that arsehole that sits on the armrest?
No, she just feels weird about the house.
Kindle's gonna do that thing where she goes like behind the couch and like leaders on the back of it.
A bad bitch.
Like leans over and like rests her arms.
One of the
titty
other...
action.
We're all gay. We don't know how to sit properly.
Nope. Nope. Am I sitting properly in this chair now? Absolutely not.
No.
I'm just neurodivergent. I can never sit in anything normally.
Yeah, it's yeah. I need one of those like yoga chairs.
Yes.
You can move the thing
my
around.
God.
My knees would love that because I can't not sit cross-legged, but this is painful.
That's why I got an extendable footrest for mine.
It broke.
My footrest broke.
Wow.
Mine's technically broken, but I'm still using it.
The plastic snapped and the whole thing went down.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna. That's so much better.
That reminds me, I'm very uncomfortable right now. Let me crisscross applesauce. In this chair with armrests.
That my armrests are actually broken because I always have my knees up, so they sit like this now.
I really wish that these armrests would like have the function to like be horizontal, vertical. Thank you,
Vertical.
brain. But you can also put them down because when I eventually do play guitar, these fucking suck.
So my little trick: horizontal has a horizontal line, vertical does not. H and V.
Nah, it's tired. It's late, and my brain. It's also called
Like when
shit.
you write Wednesday and you have to say Wednesday as you're doing it. Yeah.
Oh my God! Don't.
Me.
Hell yes.
It's like I'm above average intelligence, and like I know things that are very niche, but I still put spell Wednesday as Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I swear that's a neurodivergent thing as well. I swear.
More than likely.
All right. So, one of the other individuals also leaves the room for a few minutes while she sits with you. I'm still listening. Tell me more about this item you want contained.
Fine. Unsheathed. No, not unsheathed. Sorry, sheathed. It's sheathed.
I'll just say unsheathed.
Just you want to shit?
Oh, sweet
Instant demon face. You just wanted to see it? Whoosh.
Just gave Ling a heart attack.
Ling or Helen?
Yes.
Yes, the answer is yes.
No, you're fine.
The normal amount of laggy. At least on my
Sorry.
old ass MacBook.
I'm checking because I just got like the notice on my phone of like, hey, your Wi-Fi isn't doing well. Do you want to keep trying your Wi-Fi for signal? And I'm like,
I hate that.
and I just checked and I'm like, AT&T outages. Oh, we found an outage in your area.
Don't you fucking dare. Not tonight.
It's not, from what I've seen, it's not in our neighborhood. But then again,
You're not trusting it, are you?
I don't trust it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Continue.
Renji will hold out the blade. All I request is that you do not touch it. I do not want hostility. But if you wish to examine it,
Understand.
you can.
Tell me more about the blade.
As far as I can tell, thousands of years old. Created by a bladesmith warrior that had an affinity for bloodshed. So much so that the blade is permanently stained red. Eventually they met their end, and somehow they transferred their soul into the blade itself, along with their malice, cruelty, and harshness. And
I see.
just their incessant lust for bloodshed.
I see. That is quite concerning.
Do I give the name? Do I? Hey, Mimi.
Hmm?
Roll me a d20, please.
Oh, I do.
Yep.
Okay. That's a 12, my friend.
Alright. A name attached to this is Sanli no Shi no Odori, if that means anything to you.
You're just gonna hear a very quiet Mimi go, "Oh, they name dropping. Oh,
And where exactly did you procure this?
My family have been safeguarding this blade for as long as, from what they tell me, for as long as they can remember, and a very long time in our records. Until I was given the illusion that my brother fell to this corruption, and I tried to stop them. I thought I killed them, and then ran with the blade so that I can find out more information about it. So
I see. Make another persuasion check. This time with advantage.
Oh. 18.
Its existence bothers you then?
This is the first time all of you see this, but Renji gives the look of bitch, really? Like, just that look of
Well, duh.
Duh. Yes,
then-
and then some, bitch.
Well, then
Yes.
perhaps it is something that we can help with. Renji, make a wisdom save.
Uh,
Well,
You know, I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. It was a name drop.
It was not the name drop.
Oh, they're eavesdropping, motherfucker.
Always there.
I was gonna say we could pretty much guarantee they are always listening.
Natural fucking 20.
oh,
Yes.
let's go. Let's go.
Total of 23.
You start to feel that creeping in the back of your mind, almost like hands being wrapped around your vision, and you're able to pull it back, and you just hear, "What exactly do you think you're doing?"
Getting rid of you, bitch.
I'm all ears.
This is not something you truly want. I am only been able to help you.
Gaslighting me?
bruh, for real.
Gaslight
Can we-
gatekeep girl boss. Like,
Hey.
Can we see this internal struggle with Renji on his face,
Yeah, that's a good
their
question.
face? Because Ling's about to get ready.
I would say yes, actually.
Ling would like to slowly get up and
Ju-
ready themselves.
It's. I would say because of the natural strength, you definitely see Renji more centered, more focused, but there's still an element of struggle. So it's like, yeah, he's fighting back. They're fighting back.
Mimi will just place a delicate hand on their shoulder. Just be like, Ayo, it's all right. We here? We ready? Sound good? But she ain't saying nothing.
The individual that you can only assume at this point is Madrina looks up and over, and you see the more dark-haired, almost emo-ish individual reach into their robes and pull out. It looks almost like an amulet, and hands it to you, Renji. It looks to be an oval, smooth black stone that is wrapped in what looks like swirling metal designs that at the very end come to a point. There's a dark metal rope-like chain that hangs from the other end that's disconnected from itself, but you don't see a latch.
Just as the last mental sort of quip to the bitch, lay bitch.
Little bitch.
What did Madrina do? No.
Oh, I honestly thought you said, "What did Medea do?" Medea made terrible movies. That's what she did. No, just as a quip to lay bitch.
Libbage.
And I'm trying to help you by finally putting you to rest.
You say that mentally as you receive the amulet.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Suck it, bitch.
Madrina says, all you need to do is prick your finger with the end of that amulet. Now, blade will not be useful after this. Not in the way it has. Not as a sharp edge. But it will also not invade your mind.
I'll take it. And
As you go to do that, make one more wisdom save with
Oh,
advantage
boy.
because you got a natural 20.
Hey,
Only
hey.
if you got a natural 20.
go for that advantage. That was a 4 on the die.
don't jinx it, dude. Don't jinx it.
19.
You needed a 17.
Let's go.
You hear, you have nothing without me in the back of your mind, and you prick your finger, and you watch as the stone within that amulet seems to pulse the faint red light, almost like the blood got dropped into water, a deep, dark water. And the item itself seems to pull towards the scabbard, where it attaches to the scabbard, the chain wrapping around it and its hilt and locking in place behind it. The whole thing pulses lightly with a light. And you feel that voice drop as if hidden behind a glass wall. You cannot hear it anymore. I would like you to add to your inventory the auspice against affliction.
I say. Thank. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
It is considered an attunement.
Yeah.
And if y'all take a look at the group chat, you will see the inspiration that I saw
Ooh.
that gave me the image of
Oh, that's pretty.
what this thing looks like.
That is fucking gorgeous. I want one.
The vibe. That's so Renji's vibe.
The vibes.
Oh yes.
Oh, I love this.
So, Renji, if you use this sword, you are technically going to be beating somebody with a scabbard. So it becomes bludgeoning damage.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of cool.
Because
It's not
if
bad.
you try to open this, if you read the auspice, it says,
Yeah.
this shackle looks almost like an amulet at first. Smooth black stone wrapped with swirling metal that comes to a point at the end. A dark metal rope-like chain hangs from the top, disconnected from itself, but no visible latch. After pricking the affected individual's finger on the charm, the stone pulses with a faint red light like blood dropped in water. It is drawn to the cursed item where it latches like a magnet, the chain wrapping around it and sealing it with the item in chains. The auspice protects its user from the effects of the cursed item, but also seals it from use. To break from the charm requires a DC 18 wisdom save, but to bind the item once more is impossible. And any saves against the item in the future are at disadvantage with a higher DC.
Wow.
So break it at your own risk.
Yeah, no.
So this is a once the auspice is broken, it.
It's a one and done.
Wow.
And
What?
Madrina tells you that. Madrina says, if you decide to remove the shackle, it cannot be placed again. And the willingness to give in to it provides an invitation and makes it harder to resist in the future.
Noted. And thank you. And gives a we appreciate the help.
Hi. So this means like a lot to us. Can we like give you money in like exchange for it? It's like just like giving a very valuable item for people in need. Very kind, very sweet, but also like y'all's thing is evil and stuff. So like is there anything that we can do as like a formal appreciation.
Do you require any services rendered?
Can mow the lawn.
Yes, mow the lawn of dead grass.
Not much in terms of lawn mowing needed here.
Okay.
You hear one of the individuals be like, donations are nice, and Madrina just kind of like shoots a glance.
Donations are there. Shut the fuck up.
It is at this time that you hear in one of the broken windows, "No, make them leave!"
Instantly, no fucking way.
Well, that's
Where's the
familiar.
fish?
Everyone's eyes shoot over, and you see a raven in the window who is looking at you and poofed up. Make them leave! Make them leave!
Okay, guys, is this one of yours?
I'm slightly confused.
It's been following like me for a long time. Not a long time, weeks, months in between there. Look, are you okay, little guy?
I think I know what's happening.
My hand is instantly at my dark compartment, just
Nope. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'll walk up to the little poofy guy.
Looking
Ling
right up
as
at
well.
you.
Huh?
It's
Ling
looking
as
right
well.
up at you. Oh, okay. It's looking right up at you, Mimi. Make a perception check real quick.
Okay. I'm so great at those. I noticed so much. That's a natural 20
let's go.
Let's go.
for a 22 total.
Nice.
You can see a pale, almost glowing blue look to the eyes. Like perhaps this crow is just possessed.
I'm just gonna try something. Just kind of like hold out a little petty finger and go, hello?
Make them leave, Mimi.
Turns and then looks back.
We can leave
you-
if you
we
want us
can.
to.
Yeah.
I think they.
Do you want us to leave? Them to leave? The
It's
people with
my house.
Do it.
You're so.
Oh.
You're so right. It is your house.
Madrina comes up. I'm a little confused.
Our. Go ahead.
No. Sorry, I'm so overwhelmed right now.
Shall I?
No.
Okay.
I need to process. I'm an extrovert. I need to speak things out. I had a friend who lived here. Which you can imagine was quite a long time ago.
It would have to be.
Yeah. And I think this crow is very close to my friend. Why did I suddenly blank on the house name?
Shelley
Shelley
Brantifax.
Brantifax.
It's owned by the Brantifax family.
Literally on the tip of my, I saw it in my brain. She's like, okay. This is very closely related to my friend, Heluth Brantifax.
I see.
And I don't think she wants you in her house anymore.
Hey, Luth just kind of like hops a little bit to the side so that she can better see. She's like, "It's my house," and is looking directly at Madrina.
Oh,
I see. Well, of course, and looking directly at the crow. I can understand you not wanting strangers in your home. We were worried for an opening that has made way in the graveyard here. And we've been keeping an eye. Is it okay if we make sure that no one else comes into your home? If we promise to be respectful and stay? And Halos just kind of, if a crow could pout, pouts a bit, and then looks up at you, Mimi.
You're the lady of the house.
What do I do?
She opens her hands and is like, "Come here, little baby."
why
She
does
hops
this
on.
hurt me?
I'm
Why do I
sorry.
want to cry?
Literally, I'm so wounded.
Why?
I think whatever they're talking about really hurt your family. And they could help make it better.
Oh. Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
It's a child. It's not a very high
Yeah.
DC.
Oh, that's good already. But let's go for no. What?
Further beyond.
That was a 15 and then a 20 for a total of 25.
Sheesh.
What? What
God.
is happening now?
Because it is
Boobies.
essential to the story that you get these natural 20s.
So because I have the map up, it automatically pulls up the game log. So I get to watch all these like numbers come in. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm watching Mimi's rolls go 7, 12, 22, 20, 25. What the fuck?
Literally, what happened?
And then like last week was like 7, 9, 6, 3. Or Sundays, whatever that was. You can see the kind of like back and forth rocking as this little raven kind of sits in your hands. Fine.
Okay. But we'll get to that in a second. You got it, girl. Okay, for one, have you been able to like talk in full speech the entire time, or did you like need to be at your house in order to talk to me? Because I would have really appreciated like full context, like when you first saw me, you know?
It's here.
It's that you're here. Okay.
It is here.
Okay. And oh my God, how did you know that it was me? I'm like 6 foot tall now. My hair is a totally different color. How are you able to recognize me? We haven't seen each other since I was a kid.
You're still Mimi.
I guess. Also, have you been a crow the entire time or just like recently? Do you know? Can you track that? That's okay. Honestly, the passage of time is it doesn't, I don't think it's a real thing. Are you okay, by the way?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just lonely.
I bet. Yeah.
If I may interject.
Yeah. Oh my God, Hiluth. Okay. So you're like my best friend, right? You're like my first best friend. So these are my like grown-up friends, the friends that I have now that I'm a grown-up. Okay,
Hi.
so this is Ling.
Hello.
something super cool. They're a changeling, so they can go into change their what they look like all the time.
Oh, I'll swap the gender of my face.
Super cool. This is Kenzel. She's a
Hello.
little fire lady.
She'll make little sparks like fly across her fingers, like kind of like the rolling of the coin thing.
Whoa.
And this is Renji. They are the coolest fighter in the whole freaking world. And
Absolute
actually,
twirls a dart between his fingers like a madman.
You've got cool friends.
and then so wherever he is, that's Jinx. So Jinx is like everything that like makes me cool, do the exact opposite, and it's even cooler. He's very creative.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. And now, guys, this is my longest friend, Halou.
It's quite nice meeting you.
Hi.
What I was going to say is, if you happen to let the group stay here, you would have people to be around. You wouldn't be so lonely. So, might be another reason to embrace the company.
Okay.
Oh, that's adorable.
I have to ask, were you always a raven, or is this was this afflicted upon you?
I'm not like them. And you see Madrina go,
Is she like gushing over this child right now?
no, she was just like, okay. Like that was very much a cool, thanks, kid.
What do you mean like them?
I didn't turn into a bird when I was alive.
Yeah, they have the option of being people or birds. She is just a flying little baby.
Well, I suppose we'll let you catch up with your raven friend.
My best friend.
Mhm.
I do want to check out what's happening though, because that concerns me. Just give me a second. Just a second. And then we'll be ready to go.
We will be in the other room.
Okay. Oh, also, hello, this is Keith. Keith is a little bat. They're not a bat.
They're not?
Mm-mm. They also eat things they shouldn't.
Oh, the green guy.
I totally
Yes.
forgot that you like are following us all the time. Yes.
Yeah, I was.
You were.
You see, there was a moment where she's like, how do I lie to get out of this? Like a child.
No, yeah. I mean, it's okay. It was concerning. I'm gonna be honest. I thought you were like something that nature sent me that was like meant something bad. And I didn't realize that it was you until like right now.
Just me.
It's just you. That's so crazy. Guys, I am so overwhelmed right now. Oh my god. Oh,
It's okay to be overwhelmed.
hello, did you just like steal someone's journal and map? Was it
No.
no? Are you lying? It's okay. If you can't, it's okay if you stole something. Duluth,
Insight check.
I burned someone's
It's
Insight
there's
check
no
the
way.
bird.
This is a 7-year-old trying to lie. Like
No
You
insight
think
check
it's a
needed.
bird?
I think it's a bird.
You think that's a bird?
Duluth, I burned down an entire mansion, and all of us together stole from a casino. If you stole someone's map and journal, you can be honest.
it was theirs.
Oh, hang on, you blipped out.
Sorry, because she whispers to you.
Ah.
It was theirs.
It was theirs. That's so funny. I love that. I love that so much.
I'm kind of tired.
Yeah, I bet you are. Well, we're gonna go check out the thing that we think is happening here. And those people are gonna help you, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to come with, or do you want me to put you down and you can take a nap?
I think I need to go to sleep for a bit.
Okay. Is this like a little sleep? Like I'm gonna see you later sleep? Or is this like a like you're gonna go away sleep?
I don't know.
Ling just kind of puts their hand on Mimi's back.
Yeah, she oh,
I'm
like
sorry.
she's trying to no, it's
I'm watching
okay.
you tear up. I'm like, do we need a break?
No, keep going.
No, I'm a masochism.
A break would be more detrimental than keep going.
Yeah, as you do that, like you definitely like kind of feel her like shudder and like break a little bit. She's like, okay, well, I'll see you later.
You're always
Okay,
welcome
I'll just-
around.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you. And you watch as this almost green mist comes off of the back of the raven and dissipates. And the countenance of the bird just shifts. It just kind of and flutters off.
She just stands there for a second. She just looks at her hands.
Ling's gonna take the initiative and begin a hug.
No, she just wipes her eyes away and she's like, okay, let's go to the graveyard.
Okay.
So,
Do we need to take a few minutes?
I could get some water.
Okay, I'll pause. Take a few
Okay.
minutes.
That's my hour.
Okay.
So I'm actually gonna
key.
slip out.
Recording in progress.
I love it.
Pretty good.
All right. So, having flown away, the spirit of Haluth has, at least as far as you know, left for her sleep. And you are in the living room area, or what was once a living room area in a very ramshackle home, with the members of the Scarlet Sash in another room nearby. What would you like to do? Kindle has offered her, I should say, since we've stopped the recording before, Kindle has offered a heartfelt hug to Mimi as a show of support, and then gone off a little bit on her own for a bit to kind of process her own emotions. And you all are left.
Yeah. Mimi, she had her moment just a quick second process, and then wipes her tears, and then is ready to move on. She's like, okay. So we should go and talk to them to figure out, because there is definitely something not good in the graveyard.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
If
Um,
you're all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay. Duluth is okay.
If you need us, we're here.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Renji. Looks like you have a bat now. Do you want something sharp? Maybe we can get someone to give you a sword at the moment if you want a stabby stab.
I have a sword in mind.
Okay.
Plus,
All right.
points to his shorter katana. I always have this.
It's a good point. Okay, I just wanted to be sure.
Oh,
Because
no.
you're like you're the slashy slash stabby stab person, so.
I have things in mind. Do not worry.
Ooh, how fun.
Also, never underestimate an unarmed monk. I don't think Renji is ever totally unarmed.
Yeah.
My hands are registered as lethal weapons.
I believe
it's funny, I
that.
watched
I
that movie
believe
today.
that.
I'll just like little known fact. So Bruce Lee actually was such a pillar for martial artists that his hands were considered deadly. He could crack your sternum with a 4-inch punch. Like that. That's all he needed.
Mhm.
And he beat a ping pong master while he was using nunchucks.
That I didn't know. Hot damn.
Yeah, no, he beat a ping pong master with nunchucks.
Jeez.
I will send you that video.
Yes, please.
Please send it to the group.
Oh, I will. Carry on.
Okay. People will just kind of fluff their hair, brush it back, little shake, and then Bimbo walk into the room where the scarlet sashes are.
Okay. You
Oh.
walk into the next room, which I have not described yet. I've also put my shit in a little bit of a backwards order, but we're good. We're good. The ghostly sense of meals past still haunt this kitchen, forever trapped in the wood of its tables, the soot in its hearth and grime in its pots, many of which hang from hooks about the room. Almost everything you would expect to see in a kitchen this size can be found here, including dish-filled cupboards, cleaning supplies, and cooking utensils. Mice scurry across the floors, trying their best to avoid you. You also see 3 members of the Scarlet Stash in the center of the room. Looked like they were having their own quiet discussion so they wouldn't disturb you. And they turn and notice your arrival.
My friend has taken a bit of a big nap. So
I see.
You said you were concerned about something in the graveyard. Perhaps we could help you with that in return for your help here.
It's less of something that can be helped and more something we monitor closely.
I see.
well, if we may proceed to the graveyard.
First,
Oh.
what do you know of the Shadowfell? Anyone who wants can make a history check.
Sure.
Sounds super familiar.
I've been around.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's a dirty 20.
Oh!
21.
Oh! 13!
Okay. 13,
Oh, I know.
and you're like, that sounds familiar. Renji and Ling, you know what the Shadowfell is. It is a no realm. No dimension. Um it's known to be
The realm
quite
of stay the fuck away?
yeah. It's also called the Plane of Shadow. It's a dimension of black, gray, and white, where most other color has been leached from everything. It is a place of darkness that hates the light, where the sky is a black vault with neither sun nor stars. It overlaps with the material plane, similar to the way the Feywild does, which is why gateways are able to appear. But it is twisted, it is warped, and it is dangerous.
I'm guessing Ling and Renji get like as soon as they hear the Shadowfell, they just give a like shed look of
Fuck that shit.
Mimi's just like, I'd like to imagine Mimi's here, Ling and Renji on all the other sides of her, and they kind of like look over and then are like, and Mimi's just like, is that like a shopping mall or something?
No.
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 One of the members of Scarlet Sash is like looking at you.
It's a bad place.
Very.
Oh.
And likely due to the turmoil of those who have been interred,
The Brantifax family, probably.
a gateway has opened within the cemetery.
Oh no.
We merely make sure that nothing comes through.
Do you have have you heard of any way of sealing these? Or are you just
Not as of yet.
protecting for protecting? Okay.
Not as of yet. We're just protecting.
Cool.
As I said,
Okay.
the main goal of the Scarlet Sash is protection from evil.
Where are my buttons?
So, what came first? Discovery of the entrance and then. Hang on, I'm so sorry. Let me rephrase that sentence. Did you first discover the portal and then decide to live in the house, or did you decide to live in the house and discover the portal in the meantime?
We had heard rumors of unnatural occurrences in haunted location. Kept an eye, stumbled where we should not have, and lingered to maintain the barrier.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Can we see it?
It is not recommended.
I would like to, though.
Mimi. Sweetie. Darling. Bestie.
I respond to all of those. Hi.
Oops.
I definitely respond to that.
So, imagine the Shadowfell as like all of your favorite clothing outlets,
Ooh.
all in a line, but they're all closed and discontinued.
And everything is drained of color.
And it's all black and white and grey and devoid of color in life.
Well, I mean, if that's your aesthetic of choice, then like slay, girl. But
Yeah, I feel like Jinx is in the background, like,
hey,
What's the problem?
that's why she was like, "Wait, no. Some people rock that black and white vibe, which is she has Jinx in mind."
Okay. How do I put it? Okay. Imagine you see this beautiful pink and white top with a very nice gold filigree trim.
Frenchie, where did this come from?
Don't ask.
Okay.
You pick up things,
Oh,
but as soon as you touch it, it's devoid of all color, and it fizzles in your hands. That's
So
the cost of that feeling is the Shadowfell.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel very good.
oh.
Don't.
You
Yep.
said fizzle, okay?
Okay. So I get that. However, my dead childhood best friend stalked me for a couple weeks trying to get strangers in her house to leave, and the only reason why they haven't left is because there is something dangerous in the graveyard. I would at least like to look at it because I would like to to fulfill her wishes and leave her house undisturbed. I don't know if that means they just find another camp to live in and they monitor the graveyard in shifts or something. I don't know. I would at least like to take a look.
It is possible. It just might not be pleasant.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to go in. I just want to like observe.
To observe it is to enter. And involves removing a coffin.
Hey, say less. I gotta like move my coffin all the time. No, but like,
I'm becoming increasingly uncomfortable, Mimi,
like
with this
can I-
prospect.
like that. Okay, that was a joke. That was a joke. Can I just like go in the graveyard? Can I
Of
just like,
course.
yeah? That's what all I wanted. That's all I wanted.
Follow me.
Thank you. She goes back. She's like, trust me, guys. Trust me. I just want to look. I just want to look. I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him.
Final words. Who said that?
Time to on new characters.
Who said what?
Imagine.
You are led out the front door that you had entered, back towards that fencing that you saw along the side. A 7-foot tall wrought iron fence encloses a small graveyard. Set in the north side of the enclosure is a gate with the name Brantifex worked into the arch above it. In the yard, there are 4 graves, each marked with an engraved headstone. You can also see, kind of tucked further out behind it, there is another small structure that resembles a mausoleum.
Who are the gravestones for?
Do you go up and read them?
Yeah.
First thing you notice as you enter the graveyard, there is a thick mist that a fog, just floats along the ground as you are in deep night. That just is unsettling sitting in there.
To that point, as we approach the graveyard, Ling would ask, Madrina, would a excess of light be detrimental to anything here?
I can't imagine so. We haven't had any issues.
Mimi, would you mind if I brighten the place up as we take a look?
Sure. Yeah.
You might want to shield your eyes and anything else you would during the day for this.
Put sunglasses back on.
Tosses the orb up in the air, and a bright white light starts emanating from it, and it gets bigger and bigger and brighter until it looks like there's a mini sun floating above Ling.
Does it give off the same energy?
It's a daylight spell.
Oh, I gotta suit up.
Oh, that's why I said anything for the daylight
Bruh.
when I mentioned that, and
I
then
was
She's
like,
waited.
like, no,
like-
yeah.
Yeah. No, she's like, oh yeah, little sunglasses, and then, oh, that's bright. Oh God, and then throws her coat and her hat back on.
If Ling sees this, they'll grow real big and try to shade Mimi as best
Yeah.
they can.
She's over 6 foot with her heels on. That ain't happening.
Ling can get pretty big. I think up to 8 feet
Whatever. I'll
is
open
what
the
a medium creature can get up to.
Hold on.
I think 8 feet is the line
Uh,
between large and medium.
Renji is 6'2", so Renji will just like step in front of Mimi and just go, "Bye, me. You're good."
And she hides behind.
Actually, Renji is going to give Mimi his coat.
Oh. She just uses it to like do her coat and fasten it, and then she like holds it up as like she's like slips her hat on, and then it's like, is it okay? Are we okay?
I mean, it's still light.
Okay.
You tell us.
As you set up the light, it's almost like the fog seems to like drift closer towards the ground.
She like puts it down,
Um,
and then she's like subconsciously like just holding it in her hands, like ready to shield.
you've got your
Sorry, Mimi.
sunglasses, you've got your hat. It's just like it's August in the middle of this graveyard. You're like,
I take
lovely.
I should have been more specific. I apologize.
It's okay. I thought you were gonna pull out like that big flashlight that you had earlier.
That is the big flashlight.
Oh,
That's full power.
oh. I see. It's okay, Renji. You can have this back. I appreciate it.
So you wanted to read the headstones.
Yes.
The elements have eroded the lettering on the headstone. So characters have eroded lettering on the headstone. So it's very difficult to read. But if you get close enough, they all are engraved in common. The first one reads Baron Brantifax, husband, father, hunter, let no man stand above another. The second one reads Brorn, hound of the Brantifax, faithful to the end.
Aw.
The third one says, Hey Luth, our pride and joy, lost too soon. And the fourth one reads, Selphine, beloved daughter, may she find peace at last.
Ouch. I was wondering who they were for, but the mom left.
Mhm.
So I'm like, who was it? They had the decency to bury the dog.
In the family
love
cemetery.
I
Because the
love
dad
that.
was a hunter and he loved his hound.
That was his dog.
I would like to ask Madrina, whose grave is the portal under? She mentioned moving a coffin.
Selphine's.
That oddly makes sense.
That unfortunately makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. What's the big structure in the back?
Oh, that would be the I forgot the fucking name again. 'Cause I just looked at it and I lost it. The Harn Mausoleum.
Oh. Can you like walk in it? She's gonna just walk in it. All the intrusive thoughts are winning.
This is outside of the cemetery and you have to walk like 20 or so feet away.
Oh, never
But yeah,
mind.
it's like totally behind. You still can. If you'd like.
Just after I ask the question to Madrina, I would like to pop off a divine sense. Do I sense anything else other than Mimi Quasit.
What does what are the restrictions on divine sense in terms of what
you
hides what?
You can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Is what you know.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Just Mimi, just Keith.
Okay, that's it.
I'll check out the mausoleum. Why not?
Okay. The mausoleum is unlocked. There are 3 central chambers that are, if you look to your right, there is a gate, and behind it is a tomb. There is another gate with a tomb to the left, and there is a tomb straight ahead of you that actually looks like it has been disturbed. You don't know when.
I'm gonna investigate that. The bug.
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
Oh,
Would
okay.
like to assist.
Okay.
Oh.
Take it with
That's
advantage.
got wings.
Yep.
Oh. Oh, thank you. That is an unnatural 20.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
Will appreciate it. It was a 3 at first.
Of course it was.
You learn that the Harn Mausoleum was for the family horses.
Interesting.
Yep. According to this, they were war horses, and they were entombed with their riders. These have been in the family for centuries, so this is mostly the riders were entombed with their horses. And the one that you investigated, the one that is open, this sarcophagus appears to be empty as of right now. And as you're fiddling around, you find that you're just like feeling and being like, wow, this is really interesting. And your finger clicks. And a compartment pops open at the base of the sarcophagus. And it contains a saddle.
That's...
Is it a special saddle?
You don't know.
Detect magic.
Oh, I was just about to do that.
My turn.
I love how our minds work.
It is, in fact, it has a magical aura to it. Yes.
Okay.
It also is in very good condition, considering it's been in a tomb.
Well, it most definitely is special. It's magic.
What
with
kind of
the
magic?
school of...
Warding? Warding is what? Evocation? Is warding evocation? Well, I would say it's enchantment, probably.
Yeah, that would make more sense. It's enchanted, somehow.
Renji, are you here?
Are you just leaving it in the compartment and staring at it right now?
Yes.
Yeah, at the moment we haven't touched it.
Is Renji here?
Kind of following behind, as he is not magically inclined, so he is just... What?
Come here.
What?
Okay. Take the bitch stick and poke the saddle.
Why?
Because I don't want any of us to directly touch it.
Okay.
And if anyone's gonna directly touch it, it might as well be a little bitch who can't do anything.
Okay. Yeah.
We poke the saddle. We are poking the saddle with the stick.
Poke the saddle and just doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Fine, I'll pick it up.
You go to lift it out of its spot. Comes free.
I'm investigating it. I feel like there's something going on.
Looks like a saddle.
Wait, hang on. Wait, I want to deliberately investigate.
Okay.
Keeping them within 30 feet.
No!
Oh no. Keeping them within
Renji,
30
make
feet.
a perception check too. Oh my god.
Ling would like to
Oh.
walk around and
Oh,
see if
no.
you detect any other magic while they still have the ability.
No.
16?
16. As you lift and pull the saddle from its resting place, it's almost like it gets colder. Like the further away you move, if you get closer to the door of the mausoleum, it gets really cold.
I'm putting it back. Yeah, no, that went very cold the further I went away from it.
I'm gonna knock 3
Interesting.
times on one of the tombs just because.
The other tombs?
Yeah.
They have wrought iron gates around them, and they are locked.
Oh, well.
This one had been broken into. You'd have to break into the other.
Yeah, no. I'm just gonna knock on a wall. The nearest surface.
Ting, ting, ting.
I'd like to make an investigation check to see if there are any fulcrums, pulleys to hidden compartments that may lead to possibly an underground area.
Make an investigation check.
While he does that, Ling would like to go back into the graveyard and just do a quick walk, see if they notice anything. If they don't, just walk around the perimeter of the house real quick, and then back.
Okay. All right. Natural 20.
A 22.
Fuck yeah.
You don't seem to notice any specific pulleys or anything like that. There is up on one of the rocks that's just barely jutting out. Looks like a key that might open one of these extra gates.
Remy,
Mm-hmm.
you might want to get that key back.
Oh.
Like, takes her head and just points her head.
Oh. Hi. You mean like grab it?
Ask for it.
Oh.
Politely.
Hey. Is it okay if I touch this key? Can I grab it? It's okay if I can't.
That's a keyhole.
No, it's a key.
Oh.
It's a key perched up
Oh.
on the rock.
I'll grab it. Opens the tomb.
Hey. This is
I'm
someone's resting place.
I'm only seeing if it just opens it.
Click. Unlocked.
Hey, we want you to know we're doing this out of respect and also concern. Because I used to know people here, and I feel like there's something going on.
How many tombs are there in total?
3.
Locked
There's
ones?
just locked
two
two.
locked.
Mimi and Ling, if you want to go for this one, I'll grab the other.
I've left.
Ling is taking rounds. And what was your perception check? Ling.
Oh, you didn't tell me to make a roll
Sorry.
because I was just using my detect magic. Perception is 15.
15? Okay. Your detect magic doesn't pick up anything specific as you're walking around the outside. It's very eerie here in general. And every now and then as you like peek up, you swear you see something move in the windows and you're like, it's my imagination. Must be. You don't pick up anything magic. You don't pick up anything that seems like a trap or any hazard heading your way. You hear random noises coming from the mausoleum. and
course.
yelling from Mimi going, "We're being respectful," and you're like,
Oh boy,
we
what's she
are.
getting into now?
"Are we being respectful?"
Right.
But nothing else really catches your eye.
Okay.
And Renji, you are opening the other two.
Yep.
You go to put that key in, and it doesn't quite turn. You'd have to look for another one.
Is the other key in the tomb? In the broken tomb?
When you were looking in the broken tomb, you did not find any keys.
Okay. Wait, was
You
there
rolled
a
a natural
body in
20.
there? Did they steal the body?
There was no body in that tomb. It was empty.
I don't like it.
So the other one is
Undisturbed, broken into, empty. Aside from the saddle.
Which was in a secret compartment underneath, correct?
Yes.
Oh boy.
I'll look for the other key
Make a perception check.
because I'm so good at
Yeah,
those.
If not, I was going to use a dart to lock.
Either way, or you can do both.
How?
Oh no.
You watched as Renji like had felt around the top, and you're like, duh, and go to the other side and start like fiddling around trying to find a key. And as you pull with one of your fingers, you like kick dust right into your eye because you had lifted your sunglasses because you're indoors now, and you're like, ow, ow. You've got you're like, I can't get it out of my eye.
I love that.
That's the one who still has a freaking bump on her face.
You poor thing.
Won't go away.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I just look like from this light, it looks like I got punched. In person, it looks like just a giant pimple on my eye.
Maybe if you poke it, something might come out. Who knows?
You
Make a
really
little
shouldn't do
pimple
that on top of
popper.
an eye, though.
No.
Because it's like a sty, and they say never, ever, ever try to. You'd have to have a doctor excise it if it needs to be done.
Yeah.
Generally just makes more swelling.
That's not me suggesting that you should. I'm just saying there might be
It probably
a
would.
popper moment under there.
It
but
probably would. It also would scratch the shit out of my cornea.
Yeah. Which is fair.
I'm avoiding that.
Fuck it. Using a dart as a lockpick for the stubborn as fuck door.
Sleight of hand.
No! Right. I am not joking.
Oh.
Right.
I'm gonna need to come to Scotland and steal the Drax dice.
No, the fuck you will. Right.
I'll be like, hey Mitch, I want to visit, and you'll be like, what? No.
Hide.
I'll
put like if anyone who comes to
just
visit,
wait.
I'm putting the Drax dice under lock and key. Fuck that.
I'd
Right.
love to see you. Wait a minute.
I
God,
see
Justin.
what you're doing. That one it decides to load. There it is.
Jesus. Fucking Drax dice.
25 total.
With ease,
Damn.
you're able to click that last little bit of the lock, and the gate opens.
Investigation.
Roll investigation.
Just
8. I thought he was unlocking a tomb.
He unlocked the gate to get into where the tomb is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's only a 13.
13. There's not much in here. You can try and open the top of the tomb if you would like, but it is heavy. You do find another little bottle kind of tucked in some of the stones. It doesn't look so much like it was like around the tomb, but more like it must have fallen out of someone's pocket and it's just kind of like rolled into the space. Might be safe to touch, unlike the feeling that you got from the saddle.
Yeah, I'll grab the bottle.
Okay.
And that didn't give off a magical aura when I was in there. Right?
You're right. It actually would have. My bad.
Okay. I would have pointed out any magical auras.
That was the
before I
only
left.
one that gave off a magical aura.
Okay. School, I would have said that too.
Actually, no, it would not have given off a magical aura. It's uncommon, but I don't think it's technically magical.
Okay.
Technically.
What is it? Like,
if you were to like
above
open
table.
above table, it is a drought poison.
Then technically no. Looks at it. Saving that. Can't believe I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna open the coffin.
No, don't do it. Don't disturb
Make a
the dead
strength
people.
check.
Can I help?
Sure.
You're so done with us.
I just
15.
15. You are pushing and pushing this giant stone tablet with all of your might, and it just like barely budges. You start to feel like a little bit of a cold rush of air heading towards you as you're pushing on this.
Oh, I'm gonna be so petty. I'm gonna use Late Bitch as a wedge.
Yes. Leave it that shit.
So
She is now a crowbar.
I am using Late Bitch as a crowbar.
Okay. You can do either one of two things. Use Le Bitch as a crowbar or attempt Mimi's bouncy booty as like a force. A buoyant force.
Your booty is a force of nature. This is a force of science.
Make another strength check.
I am sure she is just trying to yell her fucking head off right now. Strength check. 18 this time.
You are able to leverage and get it open a good half a foot, and that chilly air just rushes towards you.
I want to look in it.
Is there a body?
There is a body.
Ooh, how dead is it?
Very dead. It's skeletal.
Ooh!
And you
Maybe
swear
she'll be
you
like,
see a
"Hi."
slight.
No.
Okay,
Hey,
question.
let's put it back.
It's
Close it
very
again.
heavy. You could try. You only opened it about half of a foot. As you go to pull it back, it's still going to try and swipe out towards you. So, this is not.
I knew this would happen. I
This is
knew this would
amazing.
happen. This is why you don't touch the sleeping
Just be
people.
happy you didn't open it all the way.
Ling was going on an 8-minute walk. How long have they been gone? At
I'll
this
say
point?
you're coming back to the door as you're watching them like use the sword as a lever, and you're like, guys, whoosh.
What are you? Bullet! Run in, grab, and try and yoink after the swipe. Try and seal, not yoink.
Oh my god. Does a dirty 20 hit?
Yes.
Shit, that's a bonus action.
You take 5 points of piercing damage as this thing had a short sword and just reaches out and slashes at you before you
Ow!
can close it. Now make strength checks to try and shut it, to pull it closed.
All of us?
That is correct.
Whoever's right there, it might take Lang a second to get over.
Okay.
No.
14.
I have a 16 once I get there.
It's tough. It is hard. It is hard to pull. And this thing is now starting to try and climb out of its sarcophagus towards you.
Oh, fucking.
Roll initiative?
Sure.
No.
Okay, sure.
Damn.
Y'all are really good at that, like,
I really-
last minute combat.
I really wanted to. Damn it. Okay.
Oh, no.
Don't want this.
Okay. 20. Dirty.
What's your dex?
Maybe shit.
Okay. It goes first.
I literally. This is
Shit.
so
This is
upsetting.
amazing.
This is wildly upsetting.
I rolled a 10, guys.
Awesome. I gotta pull you guys.
Yeah, take us to the graveyard.
Mimi, Renji, and Ling, you're still a bit away. I gotta make sure I can put you guys on the right map. Alright, if you guys enter it, you should now see the map.
Oh, hell. Oh, I like
There we
it.
go.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be so just great. Not bad, just great.
I have some stuff for this, possibly.
Leave me on tokens. There we go. Search.
Are those supposed to be horse bones on the map?
They are some of the horse bones.
Interesting.
Are the horse bones just like on the floor?
It's also this is a stylized map. Someone took the map and then colored it, and they added the skeletons there instead of in the tombs with their riders. Which is why I said be happy you didn't open it all the way.
Yeah.
Because that's a whole other thing. So, Mimi, what was your initiative?
It was like 20, 21? 21.
21. All right. Ling, yours was 20.
Yes.
All right. Renji, yours was 10.
Mm-hmm.
And I rolled this one on. You are so lucky, Ling, that it
Yes?
automatically gave your character, even though your dex is lower, it gave your character priority on the combat tracker. So I'm going with it instead of trying to switch it the
Awesome.
way it should be, because it's
So I can
dex
still do my
plus.
thing.
You can still do your thing before it swings. Mimi, you are up first.
Mm-hmm.
And Renji, are you still at 19 health?
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking. What was that from?
From his swipe.
Gotcha. Okay. I really forgot it that quickly. Cool. Mimi, you are up first.
Instinctually, I would like to just put the boobs on his head as a means to like shove him down as some sort of unarmed bludgeoning thing.
First, make an unarmed attack.
Okay.
What is my life? to switch
You,
this.
God damn
you
it.
chose this.
I chose this group. I am
That's a
just
10.
a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Misses. I
Yeah,
believe.
except figured as much. I don't understand how I'm always so bad at combat.
Okay. You're not bad at combat. Combat's just tricky.
No, it's like I always roll bad.
No, not always.
Oh, I understand the feeling. I understand the fucking feeling. Okay. So you're that misses. You go to slam it with your boob, and it just kind of like is thrashing around too much, and you just kind of like hit your boob on the corner of the stone, but it doesn't hurt you. It's just like thump. Damn it.
Okay, who's next?
Next up will be Ling.
Cool. Ling is going to grab their reliquary, step forward, extend their hand, and begin muttering under their breath as they channel divinity into abjure enemy.
Okay.
As an action, you present your holy symbol and speak a prayer. Choose a creature within 60 feet of you. You can see. I'll step forward until I can see it if I need to. That creature must make a wisdom saving throw unless it is immune to being frightened. Fiends and undead have disadvantage. And on a failed save, the creature is frightened for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. Its speed is 0 while it's frightened, and it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. And then if it's on...
It's wisdom?
Yes. Yes. Wisdom saving throw against 15.
No.
All right.
Vote 3.
It is frightened of Ling. Its speed is 0. Shit, where'd it go? I had to find my thing again. Is there anything else? Okay, yeah. Frightened for a minute or until it takes damage. Speed is 0. Can't benefit from anything. And I believe frightened means that they have to...
They take anything,
as
long as you are in vision, is at disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay. Continuing to step forward, Ling moves their hand from the creature in the box over to Mimi, and suddenly a arcanic shield surrounds her. As I cast, what's it called again? Shield of Faith upon her. She now has a +2 to her AC. And then I'm 5, 10, 15, 20 next to Renji. That's it.
Okay. It is now the skeleton's turn. The skeleton is very frightened. Looking at Ling. It shrinks back into its casket. It's just like,
Yes.
and it's now like climbing downwards and just ducking. It can't.
Close it.
Yeah, basically. And that's its turn. Renji.
You know what, motherfucker? Like, you hurt me, I hurt you. Short sword.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay. 16?
16 hits.
Shit. Max damage 11 points of piercing. That's slashing.
It is barely hanging on.
No. No. Forget that. No, it is piercing. Short sword is piercing.
Oh, it's piercing. Okay, yeah. I forgot that's actually a thing too. It's piercing. Yeah, that is barely hanging on.
Bonus action unarmed strikes as he stabs it is going to literally get his foot in and stomp on its skull.
Make the attack roll.
Wait.
You also kind of have to like jump up to do this because it's not like it's a low on the ground thing. It's still like at your waist level.
Yeah. Bear with me one moment, actually. just in case, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn that regular unarmed strike and spend a key point to do flurry of blows. So that's 2 like stomps.
You don't have to choose to do that yet. You can see if the first one hits and then bonus action flurry of blows.
I can't because the unarmed strike is a bonus action.
Oh, right. Okay, never mind.
What's that called? Yeah, I can make an unarmed strike when I'm wielding a Kensai weapon.
Gotcha.
Fewer blows. First one. Natural 1.
You go to lift and get your foot in there, and you like just miss it, and like, you know when your foot catches the edge of something before it hits all the way down to the ground and you scrape the crap out of your leg? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because you scraped the crap because you rolled a natural 1. Just take an additional 2 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
And that's gonna leave a scratch for a while.
Alright, second blow. That is 19.
Yeah, it hits.
9 points of bludgeoning damage.
How do you want to do this?
I just want to be like, fuck you, and I would basically want to stomp on the skull and just crush it into powder.
Awesome.
Just,
yeah, you scrape your leg. You're like, ah, shit, and jump up higher and stomp, and you hear the deep crack as its skull starts to cave in a bit. You can still hear some movement inside the tomb, but whatever it is that's still in there can't seem to get through that small space that the other one was able to fit through. And then you remember, these skeletons were buried with their horses. They're war horses.
Guys.
Yeah.
We may have done a dumb.
Oh.
Leave for
Yeah. Let's
7 minutes.
lock everything again. Lock everything again.
Yep, just
Make another strength check with advantage, because all 3 of you are working on this now. It's much lower DC. To push it closed as you hear scraping of hooves along the top.
Who has the higher strength? Yeah. Yeah. You go ahead and roll.
Got it. Are you fucking kidding me?
You have advantage?
I know. I rolled 2 dice. They're both 2s. +4, so 6.
You're sitting there trying to pull and you can't get enough leverage. Make one more strength check to see if you can get this
Come
close.
on.
As now the hooves are starting to like paw through that crack.
Better. 17.
17. That is the DC for all of these. You're able to get it closed, and you hear this angry gnashing of teeth inside the tomb.
We're going out. We are locking all these gates again.
Yep.
We are leaving.
Yep.
You walk out, close the gates, leave the mausoleum, and are out back in the fields outside of the Chalet Brentifax, the very dead lawn.
That was a horrible, terrible mistake.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I'm glad I came back when I did. Jeez.
Oh my god.
On the plus side, there's no magical auras around the house or in the graveyard.
Okay. Are we positive that there's nothing we can do about the portal in the grave?
I think that's
Are we
beyond our
absolutely positive?
That's very much beyond our capabilities.
I had the thought to ask or research about it at Candlekeep, but at the moment, I think it's a little out of our depth.
You see over at the cemetery, looking over in your direction, is still Madrina, currently the only member of the Scarlet Sash who is still lingering around in that area. Just patiently waiting.
Go back to her, probably. So, never go there.
It's when we discovered what we needed, we didn't have need to go in there. Is there something we should worry about?
Zombies,
Zombies,
undead.
horses.
Oh yeah, the horses.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know.
They're hopefully sealed again.
Hopefully.
Oh, speaking of which, this is the key that seals them.
Thank you.
Is there, do you know of any way to get rid of this entrance to the no-no zone?
Sadly, so far, no. We have not figured that out, but we are working on it.
Out of curiosity, have you done any research about this at Candlekeep? Would it be fruitful to do that research?
We tend to avoid large populated areas.
That
Sticking
is
to-
understandable.
If you learn of anything, you know where to find us.
Indeed, I do. And I will when I am back home. Thank you very much for your help, your kindness, and your generosity. If you require any services, send message to Candlekeep, ask for Ling or Damascus, and we'll do our best to help.
Yeah, I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
get on this like as soon as I head back, honestly.
Yes.
Well, you're welcome to stay the night, though I don't see many finding it comfortable, and I do not recommend staying longer than one.
Yeah.
Oh, I noticed
Renji,
we
you
kind of
got a high
found.
insight, right?
Who?
Renji.
Yeah, my passive is like 17.
Just roll an insight check real quick as she says that.
What did she say? Sorry, ADHD.
She said, you guys are welcome to stay tonight, though not everyone would want to, and she does not recommend staying more than one.
$19.
19. Before she says that, her eye just kind of glances up a little bit towards the almost full moon.
Okay.
You give it another day.
Let me just confer that with my compatriots, guys. They know something.
I mean, yeah,
Sure,
they've
they
been
know a
squatting
lot.
in a haunted house for God knows how long.
Well, it's just a case of that when they recommended us to stay, but not for too long. mention. She said that she looked up at the near full moon. In my brief reading, lycanthropes came across.
Lovely.
Okay. Well, I say we can find a nice little spot on the floor in the house.
Ling, as you hear that, you
All
also
right.
can make an intelligence check because you're book savvy.
Intelligence. The hell is that? Up there. Check is 1. That is an 8, so that's a 9.
9? Okay. What were you saying, Mimi?
She was like, we can probably find a nice little spot on the floor in the house somewhere just to have shelter for a little bit, and then we'll leave, and I'll make sure that the Scarlet Sashes don't live in the house any longer. They'll just live near the house. And then what we do after that is probably head back. I'm just so unsettled that like we can't help with the shadow thing.
It's definitely beyond our capabilities.
Yeah.
At this time.
Yeah. It's just a little disappointing. For me. For my own. Yeah.
Ling is gonna turn back to Madrina and say, I noticed we found at least 2 of your compatriots in the attic. I don't know how often you poke around up there, but I would stay away from the other side of that. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I would stay away from the nursery in the attic.
Yes,
and
the poltergeist
stay
is a
far away from the dolls.
The what? The what?
Poltergeist, I believe she said.
Of?
We stay on our side, and I believe she stays on hers.
Figures as much.
Hmm.
Poor thing.
Yeah. Poor Sophie.
Yeah.
Have you ever communicated with them? In any way?
We try to avoid tangling with other realms if we can. I must say the conversation with your Raven friend was not one that we're used to, despite...
She's just a kid. Just temporarily Raven, so just the Branchbacks kid.
It's all right.
Well, we should definitely find somewhere to sleep. Looks like this is the only shelter for quite a while, so we'll keep an eye out.
We'll work on fixing that in time so that we don't cause any more discomfort to the residents of the home.
Well appreciated, thank you. Yeah, we're not gonna stick around for very long, just so anyone else doesn't get all antsy, but
While we're out, okay.
no, yeah.
I was just gonna say, while we're outside, can I borrow Keith for just a moment? We kind of have a mess to clean up.
What is Keith exactly?
Oh, Keith is
Friend.
friend, child, not like Haluth child, like
Pet child.
bat child, yeah.
Is this something I should be worried about?
Not
Not at all.
whatsoever, because he's my problem now. Probably
Mhm.
until I die.
Right.
We're actually making really good progress. We're in the process of reformation and kind of reprogramming what is a good exertion of energy and what is a good food source, whereas what is a not beneficial food source. We're making good progress. We're getting there.
Indeed.
I see.
Yeah. Keith, and
Ugh.
just pitch the head.
What?
Hi. Okay. So you remember cleaning up?
Yeah.
You ready to help with that? Do you want a second to stretch and then we'll get to it?
I don't wanna.
No one wants to, but
Something that has to be done.
it has to be done.
Oh wait, I wouldn't understand his bat.
Well, you can probably pick up context from Mimi's
Yeah.
comment.
It's true.
Yeah.
Come on, Keith, hop over.
Fine. And Keith begrudgingly does. Madrina goes inside. Doesn't want.
Cool.
Decides it's probably best not to know.
Yeah.
Seeing as
Mhm.
they specifically fight against evil magical items and creatures. It just,
Yeah.
they
It's
seem
not their
like nice
problem.
people. And I don't want to have to kill any of them.
No, not at all.
and Keith is fine. We're in the process of reformation, He's getting better. He's learning.
For sure.
Give him some credit.
Lynn's gonna head slightly into the tree line, so it's just not like on the doorstep, but slightly into the tree line with big enough space to pop down the hole, and we'll start cleaning the cow out.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's
Let anything
Very
else eat it if it wants.
no, it is rotten, and Keith will not touch it. I'm sure there's some wildlife that will. There's plenty of carrion
Exactly.
birds around, but anything else anyone wants to do this evening?
Madrina,
Yes.
how this inside the mausoleum? What is it?
What are you handing?
The poison that I found.
I can't say it's one of ours. It's not really our style. Beautiful glass bot, and you can see that this is like a light up in her eyes. She's just studying the glass. She's like, "This is beautifully well done glassware." But that's not what you're interested in.
No.
Likes trinkets.
A fucking magpie.
Do you want to make an intelligence check?
Sure, why not? $21. Or a natural 19.
They're worried about the full moon coming up the next day and having people who are not members of their group being there. They are constantly surrounded and turn into ravens. And she seems to have a deep love of glass and shiny things like that. As you were going through the house, you kept hearing from random rooms different sounds that almost seemed like they just were moving throughout the house. But they were sounds like broken glass, footsteps, kind of like mimicry. These are were-ravens. All of them.
Fucking do it.
All of
That's
them.
a thing?
That's a thing.
It is now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's literally
Oh my god.
Technically, a raven is a predator.
It is literally
I
a thing.
fucking
Oh
love
my
it.
god.
Like in that moment of like,
This is the second time we've met a were creature.
This is the
The
what?
were rat. The second time we've met a were creature, with the were rats being the first.
True.
Above table? Third.
Hey.
I'm putting a pin in that.
as they're going, no, that's not what I meant. Anyway,
It certainly looks like some sort of poison. I couldn't tell you what type.
anyone in your group who knows a little bit more about poisons?
Possibly, but honestly, we're not quite used to strangers, and they tend to be a little bit wary of others.
Hmm. Thank you. I'll keep on hold of that. May the moon treat you fairly then.
Sometimes.
Guys, let's get to bed. And has that look of
We're outside cleaning a hole. Well, actually, am I cleaning the hole right now?
Are you cleaning the hole, or are you monitoring?
Monitoring. I'm making sure Keith is
Uh,
behaving.
Actually, guys, meeting in the hole. I don't care like how. Oh, that's right. Meeting in the hole.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm planning on working on that, actually.
And Reggie
why is your hand up?
jumps down.
Because I would like to talk about the hole.
Okay, what's happening in the hole?
After Keith and Ling kind of get the body out, Ling kind of wants to inspect the walls. Is there a way? Does it seem like he can put something in the wall? Like they'll take out a bolt and just kind of like shove it into the wall. See if they can make a. My eventual plan is to make a ladder that we can actually get out easily, since it's 10 foot deep. Is there a way of attaching anything to the walls?
It is an extra dimensional space, which is limited. If you try to drive something in, it almost has like a ripple barrier effect, kind of pushes it away.
Okay.
That's not to say that you can't make a step ladder in the future.
Right. Oh, if we can find some wonder glue too, that'd be great. Okay. That question aside, Ling would then, after cleaning up all the blood, set up their censer and fill it with incense to cleanse the area.
Easily done.
That's it.
and then we'll have a meeting in the hole.
Yeah.
Kindle joins you, Jinx joins you.
I don't know if that's a good idea. Someone should be outside the hole, because all it takes is someone to walk by and
Jinx
give it a little
climbs
kick.
back out.
Thank you, Jinx.
Thank you, Jinx. Love you, Jinx.
Love you.
Guys,
Never leave the full party in something so easily trappable.
never split the party. Never leave the full party in the hole.
No.
Correct.
Never put the party in the hole. I love that sentence so much.
The party hole is one, maybe two at a time.
No.
Renji?
No.
You were saying?
Guys,
Mm-hmm.
the Scarlet Sash,
Mm-hmm.
love of trinkets, love of glass, random sounds, glass shattering, like seem very repeatable sounds, and worried about full moon. The strike you was odd, does anyone?
The haunted house.
I mean, they did turn from ravens into humans, so
It's more than
were
that.
ravens?
Yeah, that.
That's so cool!
Hang on, didn't he? I'm gonna roll a history check. I want to see if Mimi knew that this was a thing prior.
Okay.
Oh, 18.
Mm-hmm.
Homegirl
Thinking back on
met.
your memory, it sounds familiar.
I'm making something up. She once met a were-raven who was a equivalent of a French fashion designer, and they were a bitch, but their style was a lot like the 90s Mugler, and she was all about it. They really
Love
didn't
it.
like corn. They really didn't like corn for some reason.
Interesting.
That's a really
Okay.
important detail. She's like, oh my god, yeah, I blah 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 blah. That's so funny. How did I not? Wow.
I mean, to be fair, a lot's been going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just thought we should all know.
Okay.
And sure, that's awesome.
How bad could like ravens be on a full moon? That's my
Have you heard of death by 1,000 cuts?
Yeah, Mimi. Like those, they can be vicious when they wanna.
I mean, yeah, when you're not wearing the right shoes paired to your socks, that bitch will tear you up.
Imagine
you mean
that
like
times
literally?
10.
You mean
Yeah,
like
no.
literally? Okay.
And yes, that blinking was Ling trying to
love
process
how
that
Ling is just
comment.
It's the best response. Just bitch, what?
So, just we leave in the morning then.
Sounds fine to me.
I have
Sure.
nothing. I have nothing against them. I just don't want to be.
No, yeah.
I don't want to
Interfering.
wake up to like a cacophony of.
True.
Yeah.
Plus, I think we kind of have a long trek back.
We do.
Where are we going?
Back to Candlekeep, probably. I don't think there's anywhere else to go.
Maybe. I mean,
I don't know. There's like half of me that's like, I know that my old place is like a day or so away from here. So I'm kind of like, what does it look like now? But also I'm like,
I mean, when else are we
Yeah,
going to be in the neighborhood? Let's swing
yeah.
by.
But I'm also like, Candlekeep, maybe we'll come back here one day, or we won't, you know.
Well,
Carpe diem. Let's go.
yeah, I'm happy going to which way. Besides, the trip here was. Oof. So.
Yeah. I mean,
What-
maybe we'll meet someone who will give us another job, and then we can have a little more cash for when we take a trip back.
Exactly. Maybe we can actually travel in style rather than having to be workers.
Yes.
No,
Want
I'm
us
just
to
like,
go
you're like,
back?
we can get the job. I'm just like, yes, go back.
Okay.
So it's settled then. We're going.
I'm just remember when I was just like, all right, do you guys want there to be like a special thing that happens on the way there or on the way back? So I have
No,
the
I don't
paper
remember that.
for what happens during the travel next to me. I'm just like, yes.
Oh.
continue.
I thought something else was going to happen when we got here.
Specifically for the travel. I didn't want to. I knew we
Oh.
wanted to get. I knew we wanted to get where we wanted to go, and I was like, we want to level up. Let them level up and worry about the travel on the way back.
Yes.
So we which way it is?
I mean, which way is kind of the opposite
okay.
way? I think we're going further
Okay.
into the spider haunt.
Yes. So which way is childhood neighborhood? My old place is Spider Haunt, which from this point is like if DM I remember correctly, is like a day or so further
Into
in.
the woods.
Yes.
Spider
Over
Haunt
the
itself
river.
is the name of the woods. The town had a different name.
Did it? Okay. No, yeah, it was
Stormhouder,
I think.
I think.
It was Spider Haunt, and that's where I was like, I don't know where, but I'm gonna live
Stormhouder.
around here. What? Say it again.
The name of the town that you had taken over was Storpenhauder.
Dorpenheimer.
Let
me
say
check that in my
five times
notes
fast.
Mostly made
before
up
I
of forest
forget about that.
gnomes.
Let me.
You took over a town predominantly of forest gnomes.
Oh. Well,
Because it's the only town in the Spider Haunt Wood.
But first Inga with an army of frogs, and now you have an army of gnomes.
Next thing you know,
generations
she'll
of
have
people who hate me.
Also,
she'll have an army of Keiths.
Also, I have to ask, but when you did do the whole like army of frogs, did you know that the collective noun for frogs is called an army?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Did you know that the
That's
collective
awesome.
name? This one is the one that kills me. Did you know the collective name of owls is a parliament?
Yes, actually, I did.
The collective noun for ferrets is called a business.
This is business.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my word. Wait, hang on. How do you spell the town?
Storm, Storm, Pemhauder.
And do you
Okay.
know the noun
Thank
for
you.
a group of humans?
Fuck.
An
I was gonna say
infestation.
stupid. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I actually wonder if anyone's titled that. Actually. A crowd.
I think we'd be a
probably.
community.
Yeah,
Like,
community or
technically?
civilization.
Yeah.
Community. It would be a community.
Boo,
When in actual
fine.
fact, it's with.
Infestation is much more apt.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, yeah, okay. Backtracking. So this is which yes?
Continue. I'm thinking back to a conversation I had with my coworkers. Continue.
Okay. So this is which way. The house Brantifax. I live further into Spider Haunt Wood I took over Storpenheimer. So that's a day or so from here.
I mean, it still makes no sense to visit now if we're ever going to. As a group.
Very true. And I don't think anyone wants to travel through the woods at night.
Yeah.
No.
No. Especially not Spider Haunt. This place is weird. Like everything is weird. And just names, you know?
I was
Names
just about to
itself.
say the name itself says don't travel at night.
You got which way, you got Spider Haunt Wood, like
Yeah.
just the vibes.
At this point, probably the bright daylight that has been going on for the last hour is just starting to flicker, and then it goes out.
Oh my god! Yay.
Oh, I'd forgotten that was on.
I didn't. Whipped off.
Wait, hold on. I just remembered the collective noun for ravens. It's called an unkindness.
Yeah.
I thought it was oh, that's crows.
Murderous
That's
crows.
crows.
Murderous crows.
Ravens are
Murderous crows.
unkindness.
Yeah.
Yep.
So and specifically says on the page for Where Ravens is called a kindness. So they just got rid of the un part.
Oh, I like that.
A group of Where Ravens is called a kindness.
That's so
That makes me
cute.
happy.
I love that.
Also, a group of domesticated turkeys is called a rafter. That's the other one I was trying to remember.
Domesticated turkeys specifically.
If they're wild, if they are wild, they are a flock. If they're domesticated, they're a rafter.
That's interesting.
I collected down for magpies as either a vecticle, a gulp, a mischief, tidings, or tribe.
I
I like a
mischief.
mischief.
Flamingos.
It makes most sense.
Flamingos are called a stand or a flamboyance.
I knew flamboyance. I love stand.
Yeah.
Look at the stand. Oh my god, for lights? No, flamingos.
Oh, there was
Okay. Go backtracking.
mm,
We should go to bed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is
We
there
should.
anything? Is there anything you guys would like to do this evening? Are you putting up watches?
That would probably be smart.
mhm.
Are you just like sleeping in the hole and leaving it
No.
open?
No.
Absolutely not.
No. We're sleeping in the house.
Okay. It's dusty. It's relatively uncomfortable. You hear the movement of other members of the kindness walking around. They kind of avoid you. Madrina tends to be on the friendly side. If you want, she is happy for a conversation. She loves to chit chat.
I actually would about something we found in the chest. It doesn't have to be in depth, even just if it's a passing conversation. The silver icon in the shape of a raven. If that is something symbolic to the kindness, or if that is something that was here previously.
No, that's looks quite neat. No, we actually, I've never seen these things before. Fascinating.
I thought so too. I was kind of hoping it was a symbol of your chapter. Kind of wanted it as a memento.
You're welcome to take it. As I said, nothing in that chest was actually ours, so I didn't know it was there.
Well, thank you. I think from now on it will be a memento to Scarlet Sash.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna find a nice place in Candlekeep for this. Just for y'all.
Thank you.
Welcome. Have a good night.
You too.
Give her another bow and go to bed.
Okay. Sorry, my phone's going off because my dad's showing off his mouth. She's missing
Oh.
2 teeth.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they had to extract the ones that cracked when he fell.
Oh.
Mhm.
He did that today. And he's high, so he's sitting there going like, look at my mouth.
Oh boy.
Stop sending that picture to people, please. It's weird. Renju, is there anything else you wanted to do this evening?
Just looking at the blade wrapped in chains. Smiles. And goes to sleep for the first time in a long while with a smile on his face.
As you turn the blade in your hand, admiring that amulet on it, can't help but notice some of that black on your fingers is already beginning to fade.
goes to chance.
Okay. Lang, was there anything else you wanted to do this evening besides talk to Madrina?
Don't think so. Yeah, nothing out of my normal bedtime routine.
Okay. Oh my god. Mimi, was there anything else you wanted to do this evening?
Okay. Well, homegirl will probably like if we are setting up watches, she'll probably take like 2 watches. She is sleeping very lightly. Just because
Okay.
she's thinking a lot.
That would give you a
Um,
point of exhaustion if you don't get a full night's sleep, which
That's
just
okay.
means that your ability checks will be at disadvantage.
Darn. Then I guess I won't do that because I'll hate myself if I do.
I mean,
Okay.
the point of exhaustion just lasts until you rest again. So if you can get through the next day without needing to make any of those checks.
Which is not gonna happen.
All good.
Just scratch that. She will
Um,
have a light conversation with the madam.
Okay.
Probably at some point in the night. Just be like, uh, hi. Okay. Little question. Do you guys venture far outside of which way?
We follow rumors to find things that need to be kept out of hands of the vulnerable or greedy.
Makes sense. Have you gone to or heard of anything with through Spider Haunt Woods, more specifically towards Stormenheimer? Storpenheimer? Had a poo poo.
We've entered it before. It's not exactly the safest place, the Spider Haunt Woods. There's plenty in there to be wary of. I have not had much need to go to Storpenhauer. It's been isolated in the past few centuries.
Yeah, okay, that sounds about right. Okay. Thanks.
Was there something you were looking for?
Just stories, maybe. If anyone had anything happen in the community, like recently within the last 10 years or so. Just if
Can't say
it's
that I have.
okay. Well, it's a bit sad.
Laying your hands up?
Yeah, just for whenever Mimi's done.
Okay.
I have 2
Okay.
more things to add.
Okay. There is a moment while you're having a conversation with Madrina that you hear thump, 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 footprints come down the stairs, and you see the one figure who is a little bit on the emo side. Possibly. Exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. There's too many were-ravens. The 30-ish-year-old woman comes downstairs and she's just like, Madrina, you're still here.
We're gonna sleep here and then we're gonna leave. And you guys should leave too once we're gone.
Okay.
Like, I'm serious.
Did you move my shit?
I think so, yeah. What was your shit?
I had a thing that fell out of its place where I keep it. And I don't want it to leave here because it is super dangerous. Did you move my shit?
It was the stuff. Yeah, we took your shit. Why did you hang on a minute? Okay. So you just like casually have like a little, well, I don't even, was it a demon, a devil thing?
Demon.
You do have it. Give it back. It fell out of my lantern.
Okay, it's magical. What does it do? What is it?
It's a figurine of Orcus.
But like it's got vibes.
Yeah, bad vibes. That's why we
what
keep
is-
it here.
What does it do?
A lot of bad shit.
Can you like tell me though? Like I'm getting
Madrina looks over.
over.
Madrina looks over and goes, Vinique, you're being rude. Well, if you pray to it, it summons shit, for one.
That proceeds to go through her stuff and like slams it on the table. And I was like, why don't you just take it?
I wasn't leaving it around. I'm keeping it from other people who might like pray to it and summon shit and destroy towns. Stuff happens.
Well, how do I know that you're not like praying to it? Like you've got like the dark vibes, which I love. Very cute. But like
I don't like you. And Madrina goes, Vinique.
hang on. Is this a femme or mask presenting person?
Femme.
Femme. Looks at the boobs. How are they?
I mean, she's not like loaded, but she's very like, she's not Keira Knightley either.
Yeah.
She's very fit, she's very slender. So just, I mean, average. I don't know.
Yeah. She like looks down, kind of like gives a long look, and is like, you know, you really don't need to like project your own insecurities and not like let that fester and like go out on other people. You know? Because like you
Just
can
looks to
disagree
Madrina with that like,
because like you can disagree with people and have arguments, but to outright say that you don't like someone, it just feels like there's way more going on behind that statement.
I'm gonna walk away now.
Okay. And like burn that shit or something. Because like I have that the entire time. And we have a guy who's really good at climbing and jumping. So maybe like put an enchantment on the lock or something.
Down in the rubble.
Yeah, it wasn't in the chest. It was just in. It like had fallen into the rubble.
Oh, that's right. I'm so sorry.
One happened right after the other. It's easy to get them confused.
Yeah, that's right. It's like, and that was a really bad hiding spot, by the way. So maybe like
I
put
didn't
it in something.
hide it. It fucking fell.
Why would you? Why would it fall?
Bye. And like starts to walk away.
Oh my god.
Sorry, it actually says like one of her flaws is that she tends to talk over people. And she's just like very, and it's once I make a decision, no one can change my mind. So she's just like a very blunt personality just approached you. It was not kind.
Homegirl's got some stuff that she has to process herself. And she's let that become a personality trait that she puts onto other people. And Mimi's like, girl,
and
you gotta
Madrina
work on
just
yourself.
Like, I apologize.
You're so good. Like, obviously, she's got stuff that like she just needs to process on her own time, and I support her in that. But like, for real, that I had that the whole time. I could have like bumped it wrong, and then something would have like showed up.
You do. There's a ritual to pray to it. It's more some of its other features to worry about.
I hate that. Oh my god, I hate that. Okay. Thank you. That was so silly. I'm sorry.
Well, we appreciate your finding it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Bye. And then she goes to bed.
Okay. Ling, your hand was up.
It was. First thing, super quick. Just want to make 2 more vials of acid with the alchemy jug. Probably have to roll for them.
2 rolls.
What was it?
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand, 3. So modified 20 and an 8.
The modified 20 goes off without a hitch. The 8 only get about half in the vial. The rest gets all over the floor. You could hear it sizzling.
Do I want to do the second thing? Just before we actually go to sleep, Ling is going to be laying on the bed and just kind of saying to themselves, self, 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 as they imagine their form melting away and their natural form coming out. And as they do this, they would like to use their last spell slot and cast command on themselves with that word, self.
This is going to require an Arcana check.
Okay. 6.
Okay. And a Wisdom check.
That's good. Check is the top number, right? That's a 1. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay.
Yes.
You're sitting there trying to imagine what you might look like, who you might truly be. And use that command. And you open your eyes. And you see that twinge of that gray. But it was hard to calm that anxiety in your mind as you were using that command on yourself, that it didn't fully work. But there's that little bit of, I can figure this out sometime. I can figure this out one day.
Perfect. Exactly what I was looking for. And they take that knowledge to their dreams.
Okay. Is there anything else anyone wants to do before we wrap it up this evening?
Oh, I can't think of anything.
All right.
You know what? Tiny little thing.
I know, that's the hard part.
before Ling does that thing, because that is a perfect ending scene, you just like when Mimi goes bye and walks away, it stays on Madrina, and you just hear Mimi talk to Renji. She's like, hey, can you help me lace up my corset tomorrow?
Sure.
Thank you. And then it cuts to Ling discovering
Perfect.
that.
All right. In that case, in your own ways, in your own separate areas, your bed rolls on this cracked and dusty floor. You find yourselves coming to a restful evening. And that is where we will end it tonight.
Oh, actually on something peaceful.
It's been a while.
Tonight's been amazing.